Hey everybody, Matt Johnston here. So one of the questions that we get often in our communications with clients and potential clients is an interest in setting up a virtual business. And it comes in two forms. One, a current client or a current existing business wants to add to their revenue stream, add a new mechanism for earning a little bit of cash. And doing it virtually, particularly in a COVID-19 world, allows people to continue operating, continue bringing in revenue in a situation where they're not able to continue to physically provide the goods and services that they provide through their other normal channels. The other thing that often is brought up is people looking to establish a new virtual business. And we're going to talk a little bit about the different kinds of concepts that come with a virtual business. So the first thing that I want to do is let's talk first about businesses that are wanting to add a new revenue stream. So you don't have to set up a new business. You can, in most cases, depending upon the service that you are providing, and the vast majority of services or operations that are run virtually do not require something special in terms of registration with the state or the federal government. But there are certain industries where you do have to register and do certain things. But let's assume for a moment that you are going to simply add a new virtual revenue stream to your business. You're going to want to do a little bit of a risk analysis. You're going to want to speak to lawyers, your insurance brokers, maybe your accountant, to figure out what are some of the things that you need to be wary of in terms of your new revenue stream and your new business line. So take, for example, a person who has been long in the business of providing services directly to consumers. For example, an air conditioning repair company, HVAC repair. Typically, that's done between staff members and either another business or a residence, or the owners of a residence. And now a good revenue stream might be coaching other small business owners who are looking to get into the HVAC business. And doing so, you might have some particular expertise. Now, it's a straight up knowledge kind of work. It's not anything that you're going to have to worry about warranties on products or anything like that. But it does present a little bit of a risk, and you're going to want to have a different kind of contract with your customers that are getting coaching or consulting services, as well as speaking with your insurance broker to see if there needs to be some additions to your insurance products. So this kind of risk analysis is one of the steps that you need to take, as well as all of the other steps of starting up a new business line, including marketing and advertising, things of that nature that would have to go into it. However, a lot of the questions that we are getting right now are more about people who are interested in starting up their own virtual business. It's often a side hustle, a way to generate some additional revenue while they are perhaps working full-time in another position, or they are largely a stay-at-home parent, or other kinds of activities that require them to be a little bit more flexible, but also offers the opportunity to do something a little bit different. So virtual businesses are like any other business that you're going to establish in terms of the legal requirements. You are going to have to register with the state of your locality, whether that is Maryland or some other state. You're going to have to either choose a fictitious name, a doing business as name, and remain a sole proprietor, or if you form an LLC or a corporation, you're going to have to register that entity with the state. There's the filing fees and all the stuff that comes along with it. Now, one of the requirements when you're setting up a business is setting up a resident agent and giving the state a physical address. And a lot of people get worried about having their own name in a physical address situation or providing a physical address. So there are a couple of ways of going about managing that. The first is appointing a resident agent who is not yourself. So yes, the business owner can serve as a resident agent, and sometimes they want to keep that address out of the public record. That's fine. A resident agent is any person over the age of 18 who lives in the state or is a corporation or limited liability or some other kind of business entity that is designated to receive official notices. Most often that is service of process if you are ever sued, but you might get some formal documentation from the state or from other entities that need to officially put you on notice about various things. So you can appoint, there are corporations in every state that do this kind of work. That's the nature of their work. We here at the Johnston Business Law Group, we serve as resident agent for many of our clients. It is a service that we provide to our general counsel clients, but it's also something that can be contracted for separately. We handle that on a pretty regular basis for individuals and for businesses. So bear that in mind, that's one option. The other option is some of the other businesses that are available. Now, when it comes to registration, a lot of people need, the states usually need a physical address. So the question becomes, how do I do that? A physical address means not a P.O. box, but there are ways around that. For example, UPS stores and some other mail agents, often U.S. mail agents, often serve as a physical address. So you purchase a box and you just go and get your mail there. It's one way of doing it. Some states may not like that, so you will need to find another business address in order to serve as a physical address, usually for mailing of non-superficial type of things from the state. But also it allows individuals who are looking for the business to have a physical address to go to and discuss matters with. So you can do these things in different ways, and I strongly encourage, if you are concerned about privacy and you're concerned about safety, look into some of your different options of having mailing addresses, say at co-working spaces or at a UPS store or some other type of U.S. mail agent service. And of course, appoint your resident agents with care. So we're going to talk a little bit more in another video about some of the other concerns that a virtual business may have in terms of liabilities and taxes. So we will talk with you later. In the meantime, have a good day. Bye-bye.